Hello, everyone. This is the Navy Kangaroo. Thanks for joining today. As always, I'm a 100% free team, and this is 100% Tigers deck. Here we go. We've got a lot of great stuff to do today. We're going to open at least 2 Sig packs, and we are going to open a prime pack, one of those League Select prime packs. Ooh, man, we're off to a cold start today. We better heat up because that was awful. I'm going to feature 2 of your teams. I only have time for 2 this week, but if you sent me your team name, you are on the list, and I'll get to you. But let's start with a Sig. So we're going to go ahead and open up this one right here, and let's hope for a Tiger. Tiger. And we have, ooh, man, I was waiting for that green glow. It seemed delayed this time. Got me worried. We got a Cub with a lot of power. So let's see who we got here. We got a Wisdom, huh? Who is 65 overall. Ugh. Well, okay. Maybe that's someone's designated hitter. I don't know. So we're going to go, our second Sig is going to be out of the special store, the event shop. And let me get to it really quick. You know, this is one of my beefs. I'm going to talk. Actually, I don't have enough. Oh, man. No, that's mileage. Sorry. Special shop. And we need to go to event shop. Where are you at, event shop? There you are. And this is another one of my beefs, that this event shop, like, limits how many Sigs you could get during a season, which is terrible. So let's go ahead and open a Tiger. And I don't think this goes, so just beware, everyone. If you're trying to save this, I don't think it goes through your inbox. I think it just opens right away, which is terrible. So let's see. And no, it goes to your inbox. Okay, maybe it's a mileage that it just opens up right away. Okay, I'm over 2 in my predictions for the game, but that's okay. Maybe we could get a Tiger. Maybe we'll start heating things up a little bit with a Tiger. So let's see it. Tiger. And we have, oh man, is this a vintage? 76? I think this is a vintage. I think it's a Dodger vintage Sig, and it is. Wow. Okay, right fielder. And that's a pretty dang good Sig right there. Look at all those numbers for connectivity, power, I, and that's only silver, 76, and a Sig. Bet a lot of Dodgers decks out there would love that for an outfielder. So, okay, we're going to keep going. So we'll go ahead and we're hoping for a Diamond Max Scherzer Prime. Or actually any of the new Tiger Primes that they put out, the Polanco or the Fulmer, I guess. So let's see it. Tiger, and Prime. I'll say both. Ooh, it's a gold. And we have, oh man, Oakland A? Who is this? A Chapman. Okay, Chapman 19. Huh. What do we got? 71 overall for that Chapman. That's a pretty solid third baseman. You know what? I've seen a couple A's decks. out there playing PvP. So anyway, we're going to keep on going, and we'll go ahead and open up these Ultimate Player packs. And let's see what we got. Man, no lightning bolts there. I'm telling you, this game is really, really dragging so far today. Not great. Not giving me good stuff. A couple Red Sox, okay, and a Dodgers. And, you know, a couple Padres, too. So we're seeing patterns. Usually you see patterns when you open up a bunch of cards. Hey, thanks for the recommendations in the comments. I should say this one thing. And I'm going to go by at least one of these recommendations today. Actually, a couple of you have posted in the comments that folks tank their lineups, at least their reserves, to lower their overall because of mentor. I don't remember which mentor that affects. If someone could post that again and just say, hey, what does that affect? Just so everyone could be on the same page on that, because I want to know what making your overall lower helps with, helps with mentor. So, because, man, I'm on level 20 mentor. I need to go back there and figure that out. Okay. All these players are having decent seasons. Casey Mize was outstanding yesterday for the Tigers. So he pitched a really good game. Unfortunately, the Tigers lost a series. You know, they hung in there against Texas, but I was just really disappointed in how that series turned out. And, you know, now they're, 10-8 or 10-9 or something like that, which is okay. Still better than, much better than last year, because they had to dig out of a hole the entire season, because they had just a terrible month of April and May, and then they just could never catch back up. And there's a Scooble on the left, and that's all kind of garbage. So we'll go ahead and just do these premium things. I did also take another one of your recommendations and again expanded my reserve players, so I don't have to keep comboing. I could just open up a few more packs this time before I start comboing. And then of course I have a million premium player packs because of this special event that gives out like 100 a week or something. So let's see a prime out of here. Let's see a prime. We got a vintage. That's okay. We're still getting a lot of Padres. All right, let's see a prime. Oh, we're already full. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do some combos really quick. We'll get back to those. And let's open up the lucky box. Man, that's probably the worst thing you can get is 100 conditioned drinks. Yuck. That's only 90,000 points essentially. And as you see right now, points, I'm like overflowing with points. So let's keep going and we'll go ahead and do some combos here. And so again, one of the other comments said, hey, do 4, right? Tried and true method, just combo 4 at a time. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do, 4. And let's see gold draws. We're getting gold draws, and look at that. That seems to be working. Let's go for this Jason Weaver, man. I like Jason Weaver. He played for the Tigers at one time, and he was mean. That dude was mean and just a funny player to that dude. I miss those days where pitchers would just get mad and they just start pitching inside. We've kind of strayed away from that. I think the umpires are a little too cautious with warnings and all that stuff. You know what? These comboing 4s just aren't really working. I'm not getting any gold draws. So let's try a 5. Maybe it was just for gold or diamond that they were saying, no, because I'm not getting anything. I'm getting nothing. So we'll go ahead and keep comboing golds. I'm going to do another video pretty quickly after this one. Only a couple days because I want to get more of your teams. I have a Tigers team on deck that I really want to get to, and I also have, and I also have at least one other team. If you've sent me your team name, I will get to it. It just goes in order that I've received them. And I did, actually I received this Dodgers one a while ago that I'm doing today, but it took me a little while to get to it, just to get the friend things worked out. Nope, not comboing that Chapman, because that is a prime. I will do some prime combos next week, and I'll do some Sig combos because I have a couple Sigs on deck. Okay, we're going to keep going, and we have, okay, there we go. We got a diamond. So now I'm going to combo diamonds, and like the recommendation, I'll combo 4 from. Maybe I'll get a prime out of here in this draw. I didn't, but I got all diamonds. So which one do I want? I guess I want this green. I don't really care. So, because I'm just going to end up comboing them anyway, and it didn't stay put, so it doesn't really matter. I do have a couple things. I have a couple serious beefs with the game right now, and I'll go ahead and talk about it while I keep doing these combos. So first of all, PvP, right? PvP is really, really bothering me. And that is because, hey, I got the Dodger. Look at that. That's a pretty solid card, too. Jeez. But PvP is really bothering me recently, and it's because of pickoffs. It doesn't matter how good a team is. It seems like I get picked off 1 out of every 3 batters on base, and it's really, really, really bothering me because, outs cannot be that easy. They just can't, and there's got to be a way to prevent pickoffs. There just has. See, that thing glowed again, or went dark again, that one card. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe this time it's actually telling me to pick it, but nope. So anyway, let's move on. We're just gonna do a couple more packs, and then we'll get to your teams. But yeah, PvP pickoffs, it's just way too. It's just terrible. I can't stand that. There has to be a way just to be like, nope, I don't want to lead off, The game needs to put that in place because I'm sick of it. This happened to me. There's one out in the 9th. I got on base and with a single, and I'm like, great, okay. Definitely not going to try to steal bases, but, dude throws over to first base first time, and my runner's picked off. And now all of a sudden they're 2 outs. Bam! Lightning bolt. Okay, that's good. So let's see what we get. Let's see if we get a Tiger. Maybe a vintage Tiger. That's really what we want. And we got, that's no good. We are getting a lot of vintages though. So I would like to keep seeing some vintages out of here. And I'm just going to keep opening these until it fills up, and then we're going to move on to your teams. So, if any game producers are out there, just please just think about it. Stop with, and look at more vintage. Man, they are flooding this game with vintage right now. It's a vintage bonanza today. But yeah, and hey, I'd like a prime too. How about giving me a prime? How about hooking me up with a prime? Let's see it. Prime, prime, prime. And we have, oh man, because sometimes if you say things like, so affirmatively, they'll just happen, right? But it didn't. That was a decent Granderson we had. I don't think I have anything else to open up right now that's like worth looking at. So I don't. I'm saving those silver recruit tickets for training recruit tickets. 30 of them, you get a gold one. I don't know, that's a lot you have to save, but that's okay. So let's get right into your teams. And while I'm doing it, I had one more thing to talk about. Oh yeah, in the game, PvP or regular mode, it's they don't show the stats as much as they used to. It's harder to see, like, if you got a hit your first time up or if you didn't get a hit your first time up. It's harder to see that stuff. It's written very, very poorly on the new game. But we're going to start with his Dodgers team because he's been waiting the longest. And we'll go right here to Dodgers cards. And I was looking at this team earlier. Looks like you're just starting this team. 105, join Bad Batch. Okay, I guess that's a shout out to his what do you call it, for his club. But okay, we're starting off with his catcher, this is a dynamite catcher. You got a Sig catcher, which starts at 70 overall. So that is super, super solid right there. Absolutely love that catcher. A lot of fielding in both development. Look at that, plus 14 development, and you have this elite fielding gold thing. That is a lot to dedicate to your one Sig on offense, man. I just, maybe, but hey, maybe I'm missing the mark here. Maybe there are just so many folks out there who really like catcher fielding. I just don't. I don't care about catcher fielding at all. And especially if I have one Sig on offense, I really want that Sig to be a star, right? I want that dude, because look, you got Pioneer, you got Slugger, and that's good. You could even use some Black Diamonds or whatever and buy one of those skill select change tickets and work on leg day, because you definitely don't need leg day. Because look, he's only 110 overall speed. Definitely don't need leg day. And then, you already have 5 on there, so you have the potential to really, really bust that player out, that Smith out, and that's great. But even these, look, fielding plus 6, fielding plus 4, and you got 142 overall fielding. So I don't know what it is. Maybe tell me why fielding's important, because I might be missing out on something. But that is a sick card. Absolutely love it. So you got Scherzer here, you got Trips Gold, that's great. Finesse pitcher, which doesn't take effect because your velocity is too high. So you're either going to have to redevelop and see, because finesse pitcher, you'll see a big difference. You need to get location up. I would take that 3 back from velocity, put it over in location, and do some of the development redistro or something. And it's plus 2 right now for training. So I would train that Scherzer up and just get that location and break higher than your fastball and velocity, plus 5 higher, and then you get the full finesse pitcher effect. And the full finesse pitcher effect is great. And I've been testing that recently with my Price, with my David Price, who's in my 3 spot, and he is phenomenal. So look at this. Trips Gold again with Untouchable. Sorry, I have to close that. Inning Eater's not great, but you do have Elite Closer and Untouchable. Absolutely love that. And all right, you got Special Trainer. So great team. Bullpen's always something to work on. But look, Dodgers have some decent ones. Like 66, 65 is okay. For the longest time with the Tigers, I was going off like 63s, 62s, until I was finally, look at 67. Man, that's pretty solid. So bottom line, great team, Dodgers cards. Hey, everyone, give a shout out to Dodgers cards. Let him know if you have any recommendations on his team. But thanks a lot for sharing. Okay, last team really quick, and we're going to go to the X-Fade ATL. Thought I was going to be able to get to you last week, but I wasn't able to. But look, here you go. You got this Arnard, and you did not spend a lot, invest a lot of resources on fielding, which is fine. But you got great development, great. That dude's gonna stick around for a while. I was looking at this Freeman, and this Freeman's solid, okay? I really, really like this Freeman, you know, and this Acuna, the 75 overall. I mean, get out of here. Get out of here with 75 overall for, you know, for this 23 Acuna. That is one of the best players you could get without having a, without what do you call it, having, and you got, you're full. You reach capacity with your skills. So you can max out all skills. So definitely use one of those skill select change tickets on that. Batter's Insight's okay, Barrel Insight's fine, you know. That's really good. You got your power up. Okay, really, really like that one. So just go ahead and, but here's the thing. I would put this Freeman in your 4 spot. I would put the Freeman in your in the 4 spot because he's got Born to Be a Star. And Born to Be a Star, you know, it really, really takes effect when there are 2 outs or when tied, when after the 7th inning, or with runners in scoring position. So, you know, you're not going to get that off the leadoff dude. You just aren't. So I would put him in your 4 spot, in your 3 or 4 spot, because Acuna's probably going to get on base. And if there are 2 outs, then you got to, you know, then you got freaking 2 outs, Acuna on base. You get a couple, you get power impacted, and you get, what do you call it, connectivity impacted. Okay, we're going to look at your pitchers. So you don't have a Black Diamond starter, which I'm kind of surprised for. You got him as your slow starter. And let me see, what ace are you resourcing right now? You got this Tehran? I'm not sure why your starters are set up this way. Usually you want your ace, this 125 overall Wood in your 1 spot. Love this Wood, slow starter, dominant pitcher, Iron Will. Dominant pitcher, let me see, yeah, I think you've done the math right, and you have, let me see, that is, no, you are, let me see, that's 8, oh, my math's terrible right now, so it's 8 on each. So the dominant pitcher isn't even taking effect right now because your break's too high. Either your break or location's too high, but I really think it's your break. And you've done plus with your break minus location. So here's the thing, man. You either got to redevelop them or use some of those like skill adjustment things, or I don't know, development change ticket, because you really want that dominant pitcher. It's got to be up by 5. It's got to be more than your location breaking ball by 5, your velocity and fastball. And you'll see a huge difference. That is a big boost, dude. That is a big boost. So I would mess with those skills a little bit. I love the Strider. Look at that cooperative pitching. Absolutely love that. Another one you really want to get is pitcher's chemistry. You really want pitcher's chemistry. So, and on any Sig, I'm not a huge fan of Giant Crusher on Sigs just because it only takes effect to, you know, folks with higher overall. And, you know, especially if you're playing a lot of league mode, you're not going to get a lot of folks over, depending on which league you're at, you're not going to get a lot of folks over 124. But still, love this card. Absolutely sick card. It's only 65 overall, but that's okay. That's okay. That thing's going to be with you forever, man. So I'm glad you're resourcing that. This Kimbrel's pretty sick, pitcher's insight. But again, you want pitcher's chemistry with someone. You want someone with pitcher's chemistry. Bullpen day. So you do have a solid bullpen, man. You do have a solid bullpen. Really like this. Love your team, dude. Absolutely love it. Thanks for sharing with me. And that Morton's going to be around for a while. And this Freed 73 overall. And then we'll Strider 74 overall. Man, Braves last year have the last 2 years have some sick players. All right, man, thanks for sharing. I really appreciate it. One last thing I'm going to share, because I spent a lot of time on this over the last few days, and I'll look at my lineup really quick, and I'm just going to go to my Cabrera. So here's what I did. I went ahead with his skills, bad ball hitter, barrel it up, batting machine. You know, I just wasn't happy with his production. I thought it should be higher for what he has. So I put in, I was able to get, with a premium skill change, I got what was it? Strengthening your strength, bad ball hitter, and full swing, whatever. So and it was way short. And I even like beefed it up the whole way, thinking that strengthening your strength was gonna be up there. I just don't like batting machine with barrel it up, but you know, I just didn't get good results out of that. And the hitting expert, I might put that on someone else, to be honest. He's just not cutting it. It's just not cutting it. It's just increased hit timing. I love that. I absolutely love that. But it's just not delivering for him. So I don't know. Maybe it's where he is in my lineup. I don't know. But, you know, this is a dude that cleans up for me is my Matt Noakes. And this Matt Noakes is just awesome. So that is my stud in my 4-hole, or my 3-hole actually. So, all right. Thanks for joining me, y'all, this week. Please like, subscribe, send me your team name, send me a friend request because I will add you on this team, and then I'll go ahead and feature you in an upcoming video based on when I receive it. Thanks again, y'all. Peace.